This is the Great Legend, and I am coming at you live for Tuesday, December 15th, 2015. Now, fans, today I've got a great video. I'm going to show you some things that I've gotten in the mail recently. Got a package in that I've had at the post office. I finally picked it up, so I've got a package in. I've got some comics to show you, just a little bit of comics. I got a Holy Grail. Well, some of you might call it a key. I call it a Holy Grail for myself. A lot of good stuff to show you, fans, so let's get right ahead and show some books. Okay, first book I want to show, well, before I show you the book, I want to show you, I got this pop a couple weeks back. It's Andre the Giant, the 8th wonder of the world, in a lovely Funko Pop stack. Pretty awesome. So it has to do with Andre the Giant, and a while back, this came out right here. Sorry, it's not in Mylar. I'm probably not even going to put it in a bag. I'll just put it on the bookshelf. It's Andre the Giant, Closer to Heaven, by Brandon Easton and Dennis Medrity. And it brings a real-life look to what happened behind the scenes as Andre lived with giantism and became more comfortable in the wrestling ring and the wrestling business, because that was something where a lot of people wouldn't stare him down or look at him any different. Because when the man went in public, everyone's staring at the guy, so it must be pretty awkward. So really excited to read that. I do love reading pro wrestling biographies. I read the other Andre the Giant graphic novel that came out earlier this year, which was really good. And I know the last guy's name was Box, but I can't remember his first name. But that's alright. If you want, you can search Andre the Giant and the Great Legend Show in Google, and it'll just pull the video right up. So search Andre the Giant, search Great Legend Show or Great Legend or whatever. You can see that review. But this one is really cool, and I'll be reviewing this one soon once I read it. So Andre the Giant, Closer to Heaven. Very cool how Andre's getting some love, from beyond the grave. Next series I want to show you is a series that came out, I guess, about 2 or 3 months ago. Maybe about 2 months ago. This is issue 3 from the series. I'll show you these. Issue 3 of IDW's Back to the Future. Very cool. This is issue 3, and if you look real close, that issue has stuff from the movie. Like there's Clint Eastwood, aka Marty, Clara, Doc, is it Griff? I think it's who's the Western Tannen? Biff. Griff was the future one. Mad Dog Tannen, whatever the hell his name was. But yeah, excuse me. Very cool. Love it. Next, I have the variants as well. I've got the Archie month. IDW did Archie month. I have the Archie variant for issue 3, Back to the Future. Very cool. Sorry for the glare. It's in some Mylar. Need Gerber Mylites 2. This is cover 3. The old Grandpa Biff. What are you looking at, butthead? Talking to the old T-Rex there. Very cool. So that's issue 3. And I don't know if that's all the covers or not, but that's all the ones. I try to order all the covers to that. Okay, and it looks like, let me show you this. It looks like issue 1, 2, and 3 are going to be this kind of style. Let me see if I can fix it back the way I had it. Okay, so maybe like this. Not to be able to see that, but kind of supposed to go together there. Anyway, kind of hard to see, but it's supposed to kind of go together. I don't even know if you can really catch that. Anyway, it's pretty cool. So I'm sure number 1 goes on the other side there. So that is the regular issue 2. Let's see what else I can find in here. So we got issue 3. There's an issue 3. And these 2 here. So here's issue 2 again. IDW's Back to the Future. I've looked inside. The artwork's great. The story looks the pictures and the panels, I mean, it looks like it'll be a good story. The main guy behind this series is Bob Gale. And we all know him, and Zemeckis did the Back to the Future movie back in the day. So here's the second cover. Has Jules and Vern in there, kind of peeking out the door there. Very fucking cool. Right there, look at that one. Another variant, the DeLorean. And that is issues 2 and 3. Now, issue 1, I've ordered issue 1, and I just can't find them right now. I ordered issue 1 and the 2 variants. I don't know where they are. It must be in a box somewhere in this house. Just got to find it. But I did get this one. This one came in this week. It's issue number 1. It's a Dynamic Forces variant. Issue 1. Very cool. And I put this in Mylar, so this is already in Mylar. But I kept the sticker, and I put the sticker on the back. The Dynamic Forces sticker. And of course I put the certificate in there. And this is the Dynamic Forces Inc. has issued the certificate to authenticate the copy of Back to the Future number 1, the Dynamic Forces exclusive cover, as one of a specially limited series of 1,000 copies. This is my second Dynamic Forces cover to own. I have a Army of Darkness versus Marvel's Zombies issue 1 that was a Dynamic Forces cover that was a 3,000 copies was the ratio on that. So, or you know, whatever. They have 3,000. So that's my Back to the Futures. I have not read them, but I'm happy to read those. Back to the Future. Why did I get those? Well, the movie's coming out. Back to the Future. No, just kidding. That's just a speculator joke. Back to the Future is probably one of my favorite, if not my favorite, movie trilogy ever released. Whenever Star Wars is on, you know, that's pretty cool, you know. And I know that's 6 total movies, but 2 trilogies. Dark Knight trilogy, Lord of the Rings trilogy, which I still haven't watched all those. But anyways, whenever Back to the Future, whenever this stuff is on TV, whether it be, you know, cable channel, local channel, whether I'm playing it on my Blu-ray player or whatever, I still just watch it every single time. I don't know why. It's one of those movies that I can just watch over and over and over again. Very freaking awesome. I love Back to the Future. Now, I had a package, and I don't do a lot of unboxings, and you know this, but I've got a little package here, and they left the note on my door saying it was the post office to pick up. This comes all the way from Singapore, Bayswater, Singapore. So yeah, Singapore feeds. Okay, so here we go. Let's open this bad boy up. Now, if I'm not mistaken, this should be a Funko that I've been waiting on. We'll see what's inside the box. I know a lot of y'all like unboxings. Some people on YouTube and the comic book community. Some of y'all folks only do unboxings. Some people in the community read books, review books, show books. There's always a little something for everybody in the comic book community. Alright, let's look at this thing. See what's in here. Nicely packaged. Nicely. Ooh, wow, look at that packaging. I want to open this up here real quick. Look at that packaging. I got a Funko in there. Isn't that great packaging? If you ever are a person selling Funkos on eBay, check out this guy's packaging. That's about as good as it gets right there. And plus, on the top, he had a couple of thick pieces of cardboard to go over the window there. So let's open up this bad boy. See what we have. Oh, this thing. It's over here. I'll be very careful opening up this Funko here. It's one of those exclusive Funkos. Take the knife and slice it open. I've got my classic Winchester. No Batman knife, Superman knife, little switchblade comb. No bullshit. I roll with Winchester. I don't need no flip-o-matic piece of crap. Bat knife. Unbox like how we unbox in Texas. That's with the Winchester. Okay. This is already in a little plastic box here, but of course I'll put it in a Funko stack later on. I want you to look at this. This is from the 2011 San Diego Comic-Con, and this is a limited edition, the ever-loving Blue-Eyed Thing metallic, and only 450 of these were made. Limited edition. Very cool. And this is one of the plastic, you know, it's not like a Funko stack, but it's pretty decent too. But I'll be putting this puppy in a Funko stack here in a little bit. And last but not least, I got a great deal on this book. I know a lot of you out there like to find deals on eBay, and you know, you take your time, get on eBay, find some great deals. Well, I found this book pop up. Another tip that's great on eBay, if you ever decide to do this, is you can save searches on eBay. So say, you know, we want Back to the Future Dynamic Forces. We would tap in Back to the Future and then tap in Dynamic Forces. And the eBay will remember your search for this. And any time, if you have the eBay app on your phone, or they'll even email you also, they'll send you a reminder and say, hey, you know, we have so many listings, new listings that say Back to the Future Dynamic Forces. So then you open up the link, and there you go. You can bid on some stuff that you've been waiting to bid on. That's the exact thing I did with this. Three Stooges #1 right here. I don't know how good this is as far as you can see, but it's a 4.0 CBCS. It's a book that I've been looking for a very long time now. I guess ever since I fell in love with the Three Stooges and looked at that Three Stooges scrapbook back in the late 80s. I think that's when that book came out. I got it from my dad's library, the public library that my dad worked close to. They had this book there. They had the Three Stooges scrapbook, and they also had a really cool book about Jerome Curly Howard. It was his book, and I think it was like a pictorial biography written by Joan Moore, who is Curly's niece, who is Moe's daughter. And the cool thing about this, Moe's daughter, Joan, she married a guy named Norman Moore, who was a guy that did drawings and artwork and everything. And he and old Joe Kubert did this book together. So cover art and stories are by Norman Moore. That's his cover. But the interior art is all Joe Kubert. And this is an infinity cover, because if you see, they're selling the exact same comic that I'm showing you. So it's kind of got that infinity style. This is Jubilee Publications, February 1949. This is the very first Three Stooges comic book ever produced. Now, in this Jubilee Publications, there were 2 Three Stooges books for this volume. And then in 53, I think it was 53 when the next volume came out, their publishing place changed to St. John's Publishing. And I actually have another book I can show you real quick. I might as well. I don't think it's in Mylar yet, but let's check this out. Nope, it's not, but that's okay. I'll show it to you anyway. This is a CVC of the second issue from St. John's Publication, which is October 1953. This is Three Stooges issue 2. Now, this second volume of Three Stooges, they didn't have Curly in them. They had Shemp in them. Because at this time, Curly had passed away. He died in 1952. Shemp was still alive all the way up until November 23rd, 1955. I want to say the 23rd, but it could also be the 22nd, maybe even the 24th. You know, death certificates. Meanwhile, no, I love the Stooges. That's issue 2. It's blue label. It also includes the 3D glasses that are attached to the book. Thicker case here. A lot of the Golden Age books, they're just had more information, more stories in them, so they get that thicker case to it. That's Three Stooges issue 2. Now, this one's not hard to find. You can get on eBay, you can find this book for pretty good price. Now, the thing that is hard to find is finding the book with the 3D glasses attached. If the 3D glasses are detached and you send it to CGC, you're going to get a green label called, I guess it's an uncertified, because you don't have part of the comic in there or whatnot. But that's a green label CGC. But anyways, back to this book. Very rare. So glad I have this on my collection now. It's definitely one of my holy grails. My 3 holy grails now that I own is Wiz Comics number 2. I've got Fantastic Four number 1. And I have this right here. So very awesome. Very happy to have this. Great, like I said, great deal on this book. This book goes in the thousands. I've seen it go into the thousands, and I was willing to put a big bid down for this book. But one thing that happened, good God Almighty, stinking, I don't want to crack my mile on there, but it's fine. But let me tell you something. It was a auction online. And it was a live auction, and I did a live show during the night of the live auction. And what I did, I bid it on some books. There was, I got a buddy of mine a Superboy book that had Kurt Swan, of course, on the cover and most of the art inside the book. And it was the first appearance of Bizarro. I picked that up for a good friend of mine, and I bid it low, and like I won that book, and I was like, damn. It was also a 4.0. It was a, I think it was a CBCS. I'm not sure. I can't remember. But then I got this one here. No one bid it on the thing, and I got it at a steal, like 200 and something bucks. I can't remember what it was because I don't really remember a lot of things on prices or numbers or any of that kind of stuff. But $200, and I was willing to pay over $1,000 for it. Actually, I was willing to pay a lot more, but I won't tell you what that was. But yeah, so I'm just so happy to get that book. I'm so happy to get my metallic Funko thing. Only 450 of these made. Just some great stuff. Great times, good times. I'm still behind in reading my comics, but the last issue I read of a comic that I love, I read Saga issue 21. I know they're already on issue 31, so that's just crazy, you know, being really far behind in reading, but that's alright. Just gives me stuff to read, and I'm not buying as many books now. I've cut the pool down to about less than 10 books, so doing great as far as that goes. So fans, I hope you loved this video. If you like stuff like The Thing or Funkos, if you like things like Back to the Future, if you like things like Three Stooges, like graded books and stuff. Oh, let me go ahead and throw this out. There's a 9.0. I think that's the second on the CGC census, if I'm not mistaken. I could look it up and find out, but I don't really feel like doing it right now. But one of the highest graded books ever that includes the 3D glasses. So fans, hope you liked this video. If you did, thumbs up. If you don't, thumbs down. And talk some shit in the comments if you didn't like it, because I do like some good trash talk. It's good for laughs, if you know what I'm saying. Anyways, fans, hope you enjoyed the show. This is the Great Legend, and I'm saying peace out. God bless.